Alright, everyone. Hope you guys are ready, because I absolutely am. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Dragon Quest Builders. Last time we went into Call. Well, we were already in Call, and we discovered some hidden secrets with... what's her name? It's been so long ago that we played this. Fuck you, Nintendo. I'm going to confirm this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. There we go. But yeah, we went into Call and we discovered some dark secrets. We fought like the Magmalis and the Fur, which is like the ice version of the thing, which makes Cole and Garlenholm quite interesting in my opinion. But yeah, we're going to continue. Let me immediately jump over here. Alright, I went ahead and did a bunch of retexturing Cole and Garlenholm, or Cole. I think this area is Cole, right? First off, let me go in here. We have a proper inn, but yeah, I haven't done anything yet. But yeah, I did a proper restructuring of the entire thing. As you can see, we now have a regular floor. In here is the first public bath, the second public bath, which is a beach-themed public bath. Then we have our crafting room, which is basically the same as before. If we go up to the top, we have one bar, although it doesn't count as a bar. Then we have a new tower that just overlooks everything. I thought why not make a tower here, you know, make it more like a fortress. We have like magic cannons up here, 3 at a time, as you can see. Then we have another bar. This is actually a bodybuilder's bar, so yeah, this is actually a room that is a bar. We have a regular room here, and this is like Barbella's study that we needed to make, right? So yeah, this is what I made. On the other hand, we have new fortifications here. I went ahead and fortified the entire side of this with those push blocks, as you can see. And that's about it. It took me quite some time to get things ready. But yeah, hopefully we will not get infiltrated again by this. This is our tree farm, as usual. And down here is the cooking station. And the storage, as we had before. So I didn't do as much, but I actually... The thing is, I got like the floor, everything set up. And I wanted to make everything look nice. Like, this place is now pretty nice, I have to say. So, I'm pretty into it. I like it. Alright. So yeah, we need to go through the green teleportal in the quest. We need to find the Lyre of Ire. I have a feeling that Barbella didn't really kill that guy. But he was just... Like, his invention was going to... was going to cause a lot of harm. And that's why she did what she did. But yeah, we are tasked with finding the Lyre of Ire, while Barbella is researching ways to put an end to this, right? So yeah, let's go. I don't have a Chimera Wing with me, which sucks hard. There's a boss over there. But yeah, my target today is to finish Call and Gallenholm. Oh, we need to actually defeat this guy. Let me put some things back in. All right. There we go. I really thought I needed to find the Lyre of Ire, but... Oh, it's not even in this guy? Well, no, it definitely is this guy. My magic shield and my magic armor is gone. Fuck. Wow. I don't even know if I can do this. Make another set. All right. Equipment. Magic shield and magic armor. There we go. Can I have the guys come with me? Also, I'm taking some of those cannons with me. Let me take all three with me. Can you come with me, Barbella? Where is everyone? All right. You can come with me, right? Can only take these two guys with me, I guess. I have a feeling that I don't need to fight this brute thing. That it's somewhere hidden under where that brute is. Okay, let me go over here. I mean, it literally points to where that big guy is, you know? Let me get my cannon back. Alright. Fuck off, big guy. Oh, if these smaller monsters wouldn't get involved all the fucking time. Alright. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this somehow with magic cannons and stuff. Alright. I mean... Oh my god. Can you guys stop standing in the way? I swear to god. I literally want to give it the death blow. There we go. Dragon Lord standard. That's not it. But the quest pointer absolutely points here. There's probably an entrance to underground somewhere around here. Should probably start searching instead of, you know. Maybe I also have some things to eat in here. Please tell me. I don't have anything to eat. Except that one prickly peach. Ah. Where would we even go to find the Lyre of Ire? There's a few caves over there. It's becoming dark again too. Like, there's a lot that the second game improved, and I think... Grass seeds? What? Alright. But yeah, I still like the themes of the first game a lot. This is just for mining, right? Because I already went to this place, I think. Can get tons of good minerals here as well. Let's see. But that wasn't it. But that's like the only cave I think I saw. Oh, there's another one. Like, it has to lead underground, right? Spectacular spa blueprint, what? Alright. Oh, fuck off. Really? Fuck off. Alright. Thanks. This is where we just went. It has to be somewhere around here, right? Hi, Carcat. It's been a while. Fuck off. This game can get frustrating from time to time, I have to say. But yeah. I just need to search for it. I mean, alternatively, I can just burrow through the earth, but I don't think that's helpful. Oh, fuck my life. I hate the combat system in this very much. Second game isn't perfect, but it's a whole way better than this. The current target, by the way, it's translating again because fuck that. But the current target is to get the Lyre of Aya. I didn't want to talk to you. Let me quickly fix the YouTube problem real quick, because that's something that I can do. Let me... Here we go. There we go. Let me get some food while we're at it. While we're at it, I wanna get some food so I don't have the same problem as last time. He did say to go through the green teleportal. That's a red, that's green, that's blue. It has to be somewhere around here. And I mean, the quest marker literally points me to it, but... This one is also great. And you should definitely play it if you can. In my personal opinion, it is obviously very much more limited than the first game, the second game, in terms of gameplay and building and all of that. But the theming in this one is so much greater than the first one. Like, the themes at play here, the general desolate, like in this game, like, the world literally is in a desolate place, like a very desolate place. Like, it's literally a dying world in this one. And this will get a lot clearer once we enter the next chapter. The next chapter is, I think, one of the greatest things in gaming ever conceived. Wait a second. No. Don't have a hammer anymore, huh? In terms of storytelling, this one has, I think, the second game beats. As I thought. Yeah, we can just burrow through the bedrock. Like, the quest mark is literally telling me to go here. Is there an entrance somewhere in one of these? Maybe there is. Nope. I don't know where I could find it. It has to be deep underground. Like, there's no way around it. Nope, you don't have a map. Well, this is as far of a map as you can get. There is absolutely no mini-map. Well, there is a compass. That's about it. I think the second game has a map, but it's a very rudimentary one. Like, you're still supposed to find your way around by exploring. Come on, please. Alright. I'm going to get a hammer. And I'm going to look it up. I really thought this would be easy. And the thing is, in this game also, you need to make your hammers. You can't just simply you don't have a hammer that has complete endurance all the time. You also need to make your hammer. You need to craft your hammers. There you go. They're like any other weapon in the game. So that's kind of an issue, and you can see where they took a lot of like feedback from players from this game, and they improved it in the second game. Like, a lot of what the second game has in terms of convenience literally probably was feedback from players. I had the idea for it to break open the ice igloos, but with a hammer it was like without a hammer it's too cumbersome, so I quickly went back. And that's also what I'm supposed to do, it seems. I really hope we can finish this chapter today, because the next chapter is, as I said, one of gaming's best chapters in all of gaming history. I really do love the story of this one. Alright. There it is. A seed. Seed of life. Fuck off. Really? Yeah, the combat is a massive problem in this game, I have to say. Like, as you can say, it's very... it's not very great. And I mean, I get it. You're supposed to be a builder and not a fighter. But the problem is, like, so many enemies. There's so many enemies around that constantly harass you all the time. So you kind of have to be a fighter. Anyway. Especially these ones that come out at night and harass you. Alright, let's see. Let me also quickly eat the Seed of Life. But yeah, I'm also going to be playing the second game once we're finished. with this one. I do intend to play both games. But the second game is so much longer as well. Like, I already stretched this game out over months. The second game is like double the length, even. Oh, fuck off. Really? I swear to God. Has to be in one of them somewhere. Did I miss one? Oh, wow. Oh my fucking God, what is going on? What? Can it become day again, please? Thanks. Alright. Where were we? We were breaking open these ice igloos. But I think we got all of them, didn't we? Come on, please. It has to be somewhere around here, I swear to God. I can't be that stupid, right? Did I already collect it and just didn't notice? I don't think so, because it would have given me like the recipe. By the way, the music is also good. But it also is good in, like, the second game, so... Okay, this is where you are. I absolutely have no clue why I haven't found it yet. I got the treasure chest. Is there more before that? Maybe I didn't look hard enough. I think I did. I have so many ice blocks, by the way. Lie of Aya, do not remove. God damn it. Wow. It literally was like in the last one I didn't look into. There we go. We got the broken lyre. We do this to calm, but by the way, the spirit that you saw. Alright, Lyre of Aya. There we go. I think, as I already said, like, the second game does so much better with the crafting and sorting system. As you can see, like, this is all the space we have. These two rows, these two pages is all of the space we have for this entire chapter. Like, the second game has like 5 at least per chapter. So you can, like, store all of the shit that you get properly. Alright. So we need to bring that to this guy, because if I can tell you the story, this guy was, like, developing weapons to fight the monsters. And he found, like, an ultimate weapon or something. And supposedly he was killed by one of our friends from... that we currently house in our how should I call this, in our town. He tells us she killed him, but none of the details behind it, and he's now an angry spirit. So we have to calm him with this lyre that was broken. We don't know the background yet, but yeah. Alright. But yeah, we already found him earlier. He was just sitting by his grave. Could this be? You're back, are you? Is there something I can... My goodness, is that the Lyre of Aya? My family's most precious heirloom? But how and why? What? It is a gift from Barbella? She thought that if you presented this to me, I might teach you how to build the ultimate invention in return. That is a lie. Barbella would never resort to bribery. It is not in her nature. But this is indeed the Lyre of Aya. However, did you repair it? I see, so you are the legendary builder. I had wondered why you were able to see me. Now I know. You are the builder, within whose fingertips dwells the long-lost power of creation. If only I'd been granted such an ability, perhaps I could have completed my research. I envy you, Nia. Rubus has blessed you with the power to create, the power that was stolen from humankind so many years ago. Nia, you're the only one who can complete my life's work. Here, build these blocks and fill in the blanks. Only by that will you and Barbella obtain that which you seek. A blue block. A chunk of chalk dyed a bright blue. What? Yo, dude. What's up, bro? Whatcha, Nia? How'd you give with Galileo? So he saw through my little scheme, did he? I had a feeling my Galileo always was a proper clever clogs. And it pains me to say, but he knew Barbella better than any of us, no? What do you mean? What do I mean? Come on, Nia, don't tell me you haven't clocked it yet. Galileo and Barbella didn't just work together. They were together. Barbella was born in Cole, where it's hot as all heck, and Galileo was born in Galenholm, where it's cold enough to freeze your backs off. Their personalities are as different as their hometowns. But still, there was something special between them. Spent their days inventing weapons to fight off the monsters, laughing and flirting all the while. Honestly, it was enough to make a bodybuilder blush. And then, after all of the long, heart-pounding days together, came that fateful night when, at long last, she killed him. I don't know exactly what happened. Barbella's never talked about it. And I've never asked. Whatever happened that night, I'm sure she had her reasons. I believe in her. So that's it. That's the terrible truth she's gotta face if she's gonna get Galileo's ultimate invention up and running. Thanks for helping with this, Nia. You better go and tell Barbella what you found out. Thanks. I'm immediately going to eat this. Hello, Barbella. You don't have to explain. Glutemus told me everything. He's got a lot of nerve going behind my back like that. Well, never mind, all's well that ends well, I suppose. So what's this clue Galileo gave you about building the ultimate weapon? Blue blocks, eh? What are they supposed to use them for? Hold on, I've just remembered something. Galileo had his storeroom over in Galenholm that he used to hide his secret plans from the monsters. He said he put a special lock on the place that they'd never be able to crack in. I reckon them blocks got something to do with it. Go on, Nia, whip up a couple of them blue blocks, take them over to the storeroom and see if you can figure it out. Alright. Let me quickly... It's probably in the welder's workbench, right? Sure, I'll make you some blue blocks. I don't know how many. Well, Glutemus, you can come with me. I'm going to go to sleep first. And then we're heading over. Hopefully we will be able to do this today. I have like 2 hours 50 minutes around that time frame. But yeah, I really would like to start the final chapter and get to the point where we can build stuff for the final chapter. If not, we're going to stream this game once more this week. You know, I really want to continue this game because my schedule currently is packed. As I said, I have like 6 more games in the pipeline for you and 6 new games that are already prepared, that are ready to go whenever I want. And yeah, I kind of want to get through all of the games that we have currently in the pipeline. That means this game, there's definitely like, I would say around 4 to 5 more streams of this game that we need to do before we can finish this. There's Donkey Kong 64, which we're currently playing. I don't have a hammer again. So yeah, this game, Donkey Kong 64, Yoshi's Story, which is currently the early morning game that we're going to be playing. Thanks. Thanks for falling off. But yeah, and Super Mario Kart, obviously, which we haven't played in a while. Which might have been a bad idea to not play this for a while. There we go. It's literally a slime. That's like the cute thing. But yeah, I kind of want to finish these games. Obviously, we already started Trails in the Sky first chapter yesterday, because that is the longest game that we're going to be playing coming up, and I wanted to start this one early. The rest of them will come next week, probably. I'm going to introduce some of them earlier, some of them later, depending on what I want to stream on a particular day. So I might introduce a new game like this week, maybe on Friday. Maybe we'll start a new game on Friday. There we go. He opens the treasure chest. What luck, the prototype plans. Volcovoltaic Magimotor. Complicated component made of metal and machinery. Ooh. But yeah, as I said, I have plans for a lot of games. Some of them that we're going to be playing are shorter, as usual. Some of them are going to be longer. And I think my schedule is going to get filled out pretty heavily. The good thing is, it's already all planned. I have all my stream setups gone. I have like the first thumbnails of each game done. Like I literally can just drop everything in and play these games. So yeah, it's all prepared. You found Galileo's plans for a prototype invention in Galileo's storeroom? Quick, Nia, let me take a butcher's at him. Sure. Core blimey, these designs tell us everything we need to know to finish building the ultimate weapon. Useless to the last day. I tried to figure it out on my own, but in the end I couldn't finish the job without his help. The man I loved and the man I killed. I've told you all about the research Galileo was working on, right? He poured his heart and soul into trying to find a way of combining the powers of fire and ice. But no matter how hard he tried, he never could finish the job, until you turned up, as humans didn't have the power to build that kind of thing. With every failed experiment, his mind and his body wasted away, and there was nothing I could do to help him. And then one day, the Dragon Lord came. He told Galileo that if he joined up with the monsters, he'd be given the knowledge beyond all human understanding, the power to complete his life's work. It was too much for Galileo to resist. He said yes. Ironic, innit? He spent his life working on an invention that could wipe the Dragon Lord's army out. But he got so obsessed with his work, he lost sight of his true aim and ended up joining them. We promised each other that whatever happened, whatever we had to do, we'd never let the monsters win. So when he became one of them, I did what I had to do. God blimey, why'd you make me spill my guts out like that? But anyway, it's time to stop moping over the past and start looking to the future. Gotta get the ultimate weapon built and take out the monsters leaders. Galileo got as far as finishing off the volcovoltaic Magimotor that was supposed to power the thing. But he never could figure out how to put together the weapon itself. So now it's your turn. Time to show us what the builder can really do. This is it, Nia. It's finally time to put this war to bed. Use that Magimoto to build the ultimate weapon and use the ultimate weapon to defeat the Magmalis and the Fern Fiend. It's up to you how you build it and what you call it, but whatever you do, you gotta get the weapon built. A Bashmobile, a spiked trike that can move at scary speeds. Can be ridden to increase movement speed, can be used repeatedly. What? Alright. Okay, let me see what we need for the Magimotor. Curious contraption. Can you give me a pointer on where I need to go? It's needed time to bring this war to an end near. If we can build the ultimate weapon and use it to take out the Mag Malice and the Fern Fiend, then we will have won. Once we get rid of their leaders, taking Call and Gall and Humbug from monsters will be easy peasy. One thing though, Galileo is some kind of curious contraption to build a prototype Magimotor, but the records he's left don't tell us how to put it together. The only way we're gonna get hold of it is to nick it back of the monsters. Chances are they got it locked away in that castle on the other side of the red teleportal. And you can bet your bony backside they'll have it pretty well guarded. If you're heading over, better take the boys with ya. Go on, Nia. Gather up everything you need to make a Magimotor and get that ultimate weapon up and running. Dude. Come with me. We need to assemble the crew. Did we leave Glutimus? Did we leave Glutimus behind? I think we left Glutimus behind. Doesn't matter. Red Teleportarium. It is. We can do this with only 2 guys. Thanks for the medicine. I'll take that. All right. There we go. It was this teleportal, right? I kind of hate the combat in this game because, like, there's just so many monsters everywhere. And they all take so long to beat, even with, like, the best weapons we can get. Can you guys come with me? Oh, it's over there. Okay. And it's getting dark again. The day-night cycle is also way too short, I have to say. Like, it's getting dark so quickly. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Alright. Oh boy, this is definitely not a setup for some huge brawl, right? By the way, I'm interested in returning to the Soul series at one point soon. The problem is, Like, I already have an old Dark Souls playthrough. And I'm kind of not in the mood to replay Dark Souls 1. But I have an itching to play Dark Souls 2 for whatever reason. For whatever the reason might be. But yeah, it would be interesting if you guys would be up for it. Obviously, it's going to be different streams from what we are used to. Alright, I have another Aurora Blade. But yeah, I would love to have all of the Souls games on the channel. But it's tough. Oh my god. If I have to create another hammer to get through here, I'm going to riot. Alright. Oh my god. I hate how many enemies there are at all times. Especially since the game is clearly not built for huge enemies in combat. You know? Okay. Where? I can't even get in because I don't have a hammer with me. Fuck! Have I mentioned that I hate this sometimes? The fact that you don't have a hammer with you at all times and can run into this problem is kind of a problem. Alright. Let's build me 2 more hammers. Let's also pick up the guy at the other teleportal. He is like stranded there somewhere. Because I have a feeling that if we don't do that, we might run into the problem and have to pick up him anyway. So let's get ahead of this. before we do anything with the other guys. Also, if we can get up there and fight a few more chimeras, that might come in handy. Because I don't have a chimera wing anymore. For fast travel, you know. But yeah, there's some frustrating parts about this game, obviously. And I think most of them have been resolved by the second game. Which is good. Thanks. I think 3 should be enough to make 3 more wings. Or was it 5? I don't know. Let's see. Yep, it's 5, but we have the 5. Thanks. Yeah, I think we left the dude back here. He was like literally knocked out and we left him. There he is. And then we can take the whole squad over there. Alright. But first off, I'm going to sleep so that we don't run into the problem anymore. Preparation is key. By the way, whereas this game the second game plays after Dragon Quest II. Like, all of these games are basically what-ifs of the Dragon Quest games. So, for example, this game is a what-if of the first game, the first Dragon Quest game, and it's the story of, like, at the end of the first game, you get to have a choice as the main character, right? You have the choice of, like, the Dragon Lord tells you, you have a choice. You can join him or you can fight him. And obviously, the choice in the first game is basically, you have to fight him. But this game is a what-if scenario. What if the hero actually joined the Dragon Lord instead of fighting him? That's what makes it interesting, right? And we have this ruined world everywhere. The Dragon Lord decided to take people's ability away to build things, to create things. And that's how we came about with a ruined world where no one can build stuff anymore. That setup alone is very good. I should probably use a blade to fight instead of the hammers. God. But yeah, story-wise, this is a very interesting setup. And they don't hold back either. Like, literally, in showing death and despair, they are not holding back at all. Like, literally in the second one, we were literally treating, like, patients who were sick from all the sickness that was spread by the monsters. And half of the population just straight up turned into zombies and died. Like, they're not holding back at all. I feel like the second game is a little bit more lighthearted when it comes to this. It's a much more personal story with you and Malroth. Whereas this game is very, very dark in times, obviously. Like the hero of the story literally has given up on everyone. Which is what I really like about this one. And yeah, I'm willing to also give the other Dragon Quest games a chance if I can. Down the line. I think I've played the first one before. And the second, I think the first and the second Dragon Quest game I played. With the HD remakes, I definitely can see myself playing these at one point. You know. All right. Where's the rest of the monsters? Up there? Like, it's also a very interesting premise that the Dragon Lord, like, the Dragon Lord itself is a very evil presence compared to the monsters. It's not a natural disaster. It's a very evil entity that is behind all of this. Okay, there's nothing in here. Alright. What we got? Are we really already full? I swear to God. And he opens the treasure chest. What luck? The curious contraption. What? Let's get out of here. I hope the game doesn't send me on another fetch quest. You wouldn't do this to me, game, right? Let's build the Magi Mordor. Bashmobile. We need more magic ingots, which we can make. Let's just make as many as we can. By the way, I'm also going to store some of these away. Alright, let's build a contraption. Bashmobile. You've done it. You've built the ultimate weapon. Thanks, Nia. Now Galileo can rest in peace. Just imagine how differently things could have turned out if you built this thing for the Dragon Lord. The monsters had that kind of power. We wouldn't have stood a chance. Then a day goes by that I don't regret what I did, but maybe it was for the best. Don't get me wrong, Nia. I didn't do what I did to save the world. I did it to save him. God blimey, Nia. Why you got me talking all soppy again? It's time to forget about the past and start concentrating on future. And there ain't nothing more futuristic than that weapon you built. I thought it was going to be some kind of rocket, but it's actually something you can ride in, right? So have we come up with a name for it yet? What? The Bashmobile? Pfft, you might be a genius at building things, Nia, but you can't name him to save your life. Still, it ain't the name that counts. Now that we've got the the ultimate weapon, we're all ready to take on the Magmalis and the Fern Fiend. Come on, Nia, let's take that Bashmobile of yours down to the Monsters Man and teach these blighters a lesson. Oh, and thanks, Nia. After all you've done for me, I can't thank you enough. Yep. Stormy, what the heck was that shaking all about? Surely it can't be. Alright. Can I take this for a spin? Just out here? Just like this? Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so cool. What the fuck? Alright. I don't know, it's just a name that I always pick whenever I can enter my real name. It's always a name that I pick for. I have no idea. I like the name. I mean, obviously it's a Xenoblade 2 connection, and Nia is my favorite character, but... it's just what I picked up. It's a habit of mine. I still have an Aurora Blade, but I probably should make some medicine. I want to survive. Alright, that should be enough medicine. Alright. This can all go away. Except maybe the food. Let me... Come on. Those rotten monsters, just when we was on our way to attack them, they come and attack us. There's a strange energy in the air this time. I can feel a power stronger than anything I've felt before. Hold on. You told me the monsters nicked the prototype Magimoto from Galileo's laboratory, didn't ya? Don't tell me they've used it already. But never mind all that now. We've got some monsters to mash. What do you say, Nia? Are you ready to crack some skulls? Yes. This might be bad, because I didn't make a way to get the villagers out safely. Like, the villagers might not be able to help me here. Because the villagers' pathfinding is kind of meh. And they built this wall to basically trap monsters to keep them away from a base. There we go. But yeah, they're all stuck there. They can't get out. But yeah, this wall is good. Because these guys were destroying the town all the time. But yeah, now they can't even get close. Except this guy might be a problem. Might have fucked myself a little bit. Do I still have my cannons? I do have my cannons. Fuck it. Alright. I didn't set this up properly. That I'm struggling with this is obviously all my fault. I should have made it so the villagers can actually leave the village easily, without problem. But the way it's set up now, they can't. They literally can't. Ouch. Okay. The other guy's gone, right? No? Oh, they finally arrive. That took you long enough to find the path here. Here we go. Come on, please. Just die. There we go. Yay, the monsters are defeated. Thanks. I should probably add something here. And that something is just a bunch of dirt blocks over here. So they can just jump up. Like, they were literally stuck here. On this wall. Another squad of monsters is on its way over. They're trying to wipe us out. But as long as we got a new weapon with us, those Rotters don't stand a chance, right? How's about you giving a taste of the Bashmobile of yours, eh, Nea? What do you say, lass? Are you ready to ram a bit of sense into them Rotters? I have the Bashmobile with me. Where's the rest of them? I think I'm invincible when I'm in this mobile. It's crazy. All right. I mean, these guys are one and done anyway. All right. Oh my god. Wow! Literally went through the wall. Come on, please. That has to be so bullshit. Like, that guy literally went through the wall. Fuck. All of that hard work gone. All of that hard work just all gone. Fuck off. Fuck right off. I swear to God. Put so much work into these. I'm super mad. The thing is, the villages also don't automatically rebuild. Like in the second game. In the second game, the villagers automatically rebuild whatever got damaged in a fight. In this one, they don't. So you have to rebuild everything. Literally everything. You know? And that stings. That stings quite a bit. I need the blue flagstones to rebuild this. And I should probably go sleep first. Super disappointed. Like, I did all of those measures to not let them in. And I still got clapped. You know. Those are purple. Those are stone walls. Alright. Like, there's absolutely no material, by the way, I can get that would make this into something that that can't be destroyed by monsters, which sucks. Alright, let's put these away, let's put these away. There we go. The public baths are there again. Now I need to get the piston set up. Where is it? There we go. I really want this place also to look like something when I leave it. You know? Okay, I think it's time for the final battle. Did you get a load of the monsters? The first lot were from Cole, but the last lot were from Galenholm. There's no doubt about it. The Malice and the Fern Fiend are in cahoots. But we can't worry about that now. We gotta give them a set of next monsters that comes in near a proper whooping. What do you say, Nia? Are you ready for a ruckus? Yeah. Do we have to fight another set of monsters? Ugh. Ew. Alright. Also, this weapon doesn't do much damage, to be honest. Alright. Alright. I actually don't remember what the boss is like at all, by the way. There we go. Another one. Alright. This is it, Nia. The final battle for Cole and Galenholm. Have you got used to handling the Bashmobile yet? If I was you, I'd make sure I knew exactly what I was doing before I went up against the Malice and the Fern Fiend. If you reckon you're ready for it, it's time to face him for the final time. What do you say, Nia? Are you ready to rumble? Sure. I'm telling you, Nia, you've got nothing to worry about. You can rely on your inventions. You didn't just pick them up on your travels. Or get someone else to make them for you. You've built it all with your own two hands, and it's time to break out your ultimate weapon. It's time to take Cole and Galanome back from those monsters once and for all. Go on, Nia, show those Radas who's boss. The Magmalice and Fern Fiends. Alright. Final boss time it is. I really like how the games always handle the boss fights, to be honest. The Magmalice is defeated. Hello, Fern Fiend. Alright, let's go. It's over there. Fuck off. There we go. Fuck off, hand. All right. Not really fond of having to fight the minions here, but okay. I mean, the boss is at half health, so... Oh. The hostile merger appears. It's over there. All right. Fuck off. I swear. Really? What is going on? All right. There we go. I swear to God. There we go. Should be totally fine. If I don't fall off again. Wow. Okay. I'm going to get your face. There we go. Is that it? Neo obtains a first cracked crystal. Cracked crystal. What? Sunstone, a divine jewel that shines like the summer sun. Not too shabby. Holy smokes, you actually did it. Well in, Nia. You gave that hostile merger a proper punch in the bracket. Those rotten monsters used Galileo's secret invention to make themselves more powerful than ever before. But they were no match for that ultimate weapon you built. What's that? It weren't just you who built the Bashmobile, it was all of us. God blimey, Nia, you can't come up with a decent name to save your life, but you know what to say to bring tears to my eyes. But anyway, you know what funny looking crystal you picked up? I think you might be able to make something out of that, but clear away the darkness. What do you reckon, Nia? Alright. I definitely can make something out of this. Sunstone? Nice work, Nia. You put all the sunstone back together. That thing will get rid of the darkness over Cole and Gallenholm, no problem. Thanks, Nia. If Galileo could see you now, I bet he'd be as proud of you as I am. But enough of the soppy rot. Hold that sunstone up to your banner of hope and make this place shine again. First I'm saving. Fuck it. The light returns to Cole and Gallenholm. Nia, my child, you have done well. You have freed this land from the Dragon Lord's evil influence. Now its people are free to rebuild it in their own image. However, your duty is not over yet. There are others who still suffer under the Dragon Lord's rule and await your succor. God blimey, Nia, just look at the sky. I've never seen anything so blue before. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. That night, the people of Cole and Gallenholm hold a party to celebrate their victory over the monsters. The bodybuilders dance and dine and flex their muscles while the youngsters of Gallenholm giggle at their antics and make plans for the future. And in the shadows, at the fringes of the firelight, stands Galileo, his eyes fixed on Barbella. He gazes at her with tenderness in his eyes and a satisfied smile on his lips. But Nia is the only one who knows that he's there. Then, morning comes. You awake yet, Nia? God blimey, my head's pounding like an emerald. I reckon I had a bit too much fun last night. I don't know if it was just the exhaustion catching up with me, but I even started seeing things. I thought I saw Galileo hanging out in the shadows, but it must have been a dream. He had the stupid grin on his face, just like old times. Speaking of seeing things, Gludimus spotted something too. A light in the sky over the western mountains. Of course, you don't have to look into it if you ain't interested. I just thought you might want to go and have a gander. Alright. We're going to leave Cole and Gallenholm. the way it is now. It was a long fought battle, but this is what we got. Nia, my child, the light you see before you is a portal to the next land. You must free from the Dragon Lord's curse. The items, the knowledge, and the strength that you have acquired in this place will not survive the journey. The moment you pass through this portal of light, you will lose everything. You will be transported to the deathly moors of Tantegel, where the darkness is so dense that even my own powers cannot penetrate it. There you must complete the sacred duty that has been bestowed onto you. Once you've done so, your role in Alefgard's revival will be complete. Though this task is yours and yours alone, know that I do watch over you always. Are you sure you want to leave this island and travel to the next island? Yes. I am 100% sure. Oi, 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 what the heck's going on here, Nia? Don't tell me you're gonna slink off without saying goodbye to your old mate Gludimus. You can't do this to me, Nia. I thought we was going to be bodybuilding buddies. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so selfish. If Barbella heard me whining like that, she'd give me a proper walloping. You've got a world to rebuild, ain't ya? Building your body's gotta be the last thing on your mind. But still, why you gotta be so heartless? Honestly, you and Barbella are like two peas in a pod. I told you you was leaving, and she didn't even flinch. Sorry. Look, Nia, I know where you're off to. You're heading to Tantegel, ain't ya? There ain't nothing there but death and darkness. The whole place is a wasteland of ashes, ruled over by a being of pure evil. If you're dead set on going over there, then there's something I gotta give you. Hold on to them as tight as you can, and I reckon you'll be able to take them all the way to Tantegel. Well, I suppose this is it then. Be lucky, Nia, and don't do nothing I wouldn't do. We're all counting on you, you know. Get yourself over to Tantegel and give the whole of Alefgard a new lease of life. I mean, alright. Yeah, I didn't do very well. Final chapter, Tantegel, has been unlocked. Alright. By the way, Terra Incognita is the free build mode where you can just build what you want. Tantegel, the lands of central Alefgard, where the king and his beautiful daughter once dwelt. Nia, my child, can you hear my voice? You stand in the land of death, a place where my light cannot reach. In this land of Tantegel, all has been lost, even the banner of hope. Yeah, you're not even getting a banner of hope here. And yet, I see something. Go forth, young Nia, seek out your fellow man and find the banner. And know, my child, that I watch over you, always. I literally have dumbbells with me, and I have a stick. That's all I get. Hello, old man. Long have I waited thy coming, Nia. Why, I have fair lost count of the years. Thou art the builder of prophecy, art thou not? Come, let me look upon thee. If a fledgling child such as thee art truly the savior of whom Almighty Rubus spoke, I fear we have a long road ahead of us. And yet, 'tis the path we must needs take. I am Merlin, seer of Tantegel. Follow me. Forgive me, I'm not as young as I once was. Let me rest for a while, prithee. Nia, thou art the servant of the Almighty Rubus, the one whose coming I have awaited for so long, hard years. But if that is true, wherefore wearest thou the vacant visage of slack-jawed simpleton? And wherefore, when we first met, didst thou not address me as sir, but rather by my mere informal granddad? Well, no matter. Our destination lies ahead. Let us continue. Yep, this place is super fucked. As you can see, like there's like corpses everywhere. Like just bones and ash raining down. Tell me, girl, didst thou attempt to outstrip me just then? Well, no matter. Even if thou wert to take a whip to me, I could not move any faster. I must rest for a moment. This land was once home to the great city of Tantegel, capital of the kingdom of Alefgard. But now 'tis a little more than an ashen wasteland, incapable of supporting human life. Tantegel is becoming a land of darkness, where hope and happiness are but fleeting memories. As a builder of legend, it falleth to thee to fulfill thy sacred duty and bring this benighted land back to the light. But is a measly minnow such as thee truly capable of such a feat? Come, let us proceed. Our destination is near at hand. You can't even get, like, sticks from these. You're completely stripped of resources in this one. Nothing gives you resources. Over hither. Welcome near to the last gasp of life remaining in all of Tantegel. I did bring thee here at Almighty Rubus' command, that it might serve as staging post for thy rebuilding efforts. As well thou seest, this place is all encircled by death. If ever the light is to return to Tantegel, thou must first breathe life back into this land. Beg pardon, thou wishest to know more of the statue that standeth outside. 'Tis a lifelike image of the princess who once lived in these lands, carved in stone. I know not whence it came, but mayhap 'tis the statue's enlightening influence that keepeth the darkness at bay. So, too must thou needs find a way to return this ashen land to life. When thou hast discovered such a method, I bid thee journey to the ruins of Tantegel Castle and rebuild the capital anew. I know many things, but how thou wilt accomplish this? Aim is not among them. Thou must needs think upon thyself. The only guidance I can offer unto thee is this. May it light thy way in the darkness. Yep. There's really not much here. How now, Nia? Thinkest thou this land's revival lieth within thy powers? There's little and less available here in terms of raw materials. Naught but a collection of broken branches and the bones of men and monsters both. Nor is there any food to be found. I expect the pangs of hunger are already needling at thine empty belly. I survive on what little nourishment I gained from the drifting mists. Here, allow me to share it with thee. His hunger meter is completely filled. If ever thou shouldst feel thirst, there's a spring close by, though thou wouldst need build a container of some sort to carry the water with thee. A horn-rimmed bucket. A basic bucket with a trendy trim. Scoops up water. Can be used repeatedly. Nia Atto angered. Alright. This is the only source of pure water hereabouts. If thou wishes to bring some back with thee, why not build a horn-rimmed bucket from some broken branches? Oh, but there's more to the spring than water alone. I also espied an interesting old book lying by its banks. It may have been contained of some information that would be of use to thee. Would that I had the power to read, I could tell thee with more surety. I bid thee go, Nia, find a means to revive this blighted land and rid Tantegel of the darkness. Where do I get a huge horn like that? A pile of bones. Oh, it's probably over there. Thanks. I'll take these horns with me. Alright. We can at least make ragged clothes. Ragged rags. From this. So now I have a horn-rimmed bucket. Let's travel a bit. Like, literally, the monsters are the only thing that provides any material in this one. And I mean the blocks of ash, obviously. Get some water. The book is titled A Passage to Tantegel, Volume 5. Would you like to read it? How many years has it passed since I departed my hometown of Cantlin? I know not. But at long last I have arrived in the land of Tantegel, which was once the capital of all Alefgard. Sadly, it is no more. Though I am yet far from Tantegel Castle, already the reek of death and despair is nigh unbearable. With the Dragon Lord's castle just across the water, it would seem these lands have been the worst affected by the demon's curse. 'Tis a happy accident that this filler fountain escaped the unholy wrath. I can refill my flask and continue my journey. All around here is contaminated by the curse, but anyone with so much a bucket may draw sweet clear water from about the fountains. Rumors tell that it was left here by a scholar who hoped to use its purifying powers to bring life back to this land. He dwelt in a hermitage to the north of this place, where he conducted research into the formulation of holy water. If thou who readest this message dost intend to rid this land of the curse, I bid thee investigate the scholar's abode. I, meanwhile, will continue on. Every breath I take of this ashy air is hotter than the last. I may not have long remaining to reach my destination. Sir Reginald Augustus Graines, Cantlin Brigade of Guards. Alright. I mean, the story in itself is very linear. The only thing that could have made this better if they let you explore everything by yourself. You know. Without having someone guide you. But yeah. That's like the only thing that could have made this chapter better. I really do like the despair that Tantegel gives you. There's a letter on top of the crate. It looks like it was written quite recently. I can't believe it. How lucky can one man be? Just when I hear that the builders finally arrived and humans are on the up again, I only end up getting swept out to the sea and washed up here in this wasteland. I found a book near a spring that said to go up north to find out how to make holy water, but there's nothing here. I'm going to use the last of my strength to climb up to the top of that hill and see what I can see. The message ends here. There he is. No reply, it's just a corpse. But there's something written in the ash next to him. Wall, hollow, hidden stairs. I can't make any more of the message. Healing cream. There's an old faded letter on top of the crate. Several years have passed since I began my studies, and at long last I've almost achieved my aims. I've all but discovered the wise by which holy water can be concocted. The very thing we need to banish the fiend's curse. But the monsters are no fools. Their attacks have been occurring more frequently of late. I must needs withdraw me the innermost chamber and set traps to stymie their assaults. Whatever might become of me, I cannot allow humanity's only hope to be lost forever. The message ends there. There's still a spark of hope left in Tantegel. Small glimmer of hope. Thanks for that. Hello, Mr. Dragon? You're a weak kind of dragon, huh? Another seed of life. An old crumpled piece of paper is lying on the floor, covered in faded writing. After umpteen years of painstaking experiments, I finally come to the momentous realization. Without the power to build, I will never be able to produce the holy water I have spent my life researching. But my work hath not been for naught. Wherever I have failed, the legendary builder is destined to succeed. If, by the grace of Rubis, it is the builder who readeth this note, I hereby bequeath my magical altar to thee. Pray take it with thee, that it might serve a greater purpose. My time in this world would soon be at an end. Already I hear the dragon's dolorous roars fast approaching my door. O great Mother Rubis, grant this accursed land thy blessing once more, I pray thee. The message ends there. The rest of the letter is signed beyond recognition. Alright. We got the altar. We should go out. Real quick, what do I need for holy water? Pure water. Why can't I get pure water instead of actual water? I hope I'm not missing something. Poor guy. Almost made it. Over there, I think it is. This just gives me water. Apparently on the nearby spring I'm supposed to get pure water. Okay. But how? It's just regular water. What? Now I'm getting pure water? Alright. Taking this filter fountain with me. Alright. There we go. Let's make holy water. By the way, this filter fountain is perfect for here. Now I can get pure water here too. Good. Five vials of holy water. What sorcery is this? Why that water shine and sparkle so? 'Tis holy water, thou sayest. Why, if one were to sprinkle holy water upon this unholy land, might very well... Oh, my hero. My poor hero. What, oh, didst thou hear a voice just then, or are my old ears playing tricks on me? So thou didst hear it too, and thou warrantest it. It came from the statue. Could it be that the statue is no statue at all, but a human being frozen in stone? Hurry, Nia, to the statue. Mayhap that holy water of thine might be of use. Alright. Yep, the holy water is used to purify the lands. Where am I? Hath the spell been lifted? Art thou the one who did rouse me from my slumber? Let me look upon thy face. How indomitable thine expression, how dignified thy features. Verily, I sense a great power within thee, just as I did when I first met someone I once knew. Thou art the builder, art thou not? The one who is blessed with the power to create. When the Dragon Lord took power and stole the light from the sky, I thought all hope was lost. And so I recited a charm and turned myself to stone. I know not how many years have passed since that moment, but it would seem the Dragon Lord's reign of darkness continueth still. And yet, now that thou art with us, hope is returned. For thou art the builder, the one blessed by the benevolent Rubis herself to make Alefgard arise again. Nia, wheresoever thou journeyest, I shall follow. For the path that thou treadest will lead us back to the light. By the goddess, verily the statue hath come to life. This miracle is a shining beacon of hope in this darkened domain. All that remaineth is to journey forth to the ruins of Tantegel Castle and bring about its rebirth in the same wise. If we can stay alive that long, Nia, I sense a great evil approaching. What do I need for this? Silver. I don't have any silver, and I probably cannot even get silver at this point. But I'm going to make a bunch more holy water. But yeah, the holy water purifies the lands. Like this. There we go. That's already a lot better. Nia, I'm sore afeared. A great evil is approaching. It would seem the hated Dragon Lord, or else one of his unholy servants hath taken heed of the princess's revival. The princess is a budding beacon of hope in all the benighted lands. We must protect her at all costs. It would not do to face this battle unprepared. Tell me, Nia, art thou hungered? Then allow me to share a half part of the mists I have collected with thee. Come, Nia, pucker thy lips. How farest thou now? Doth thy body brim with whim and vigor? Yes. Then I beg thee, Nia, let not those marauding monsters snuff out Tentacle's only hope. If ever this land is going to see light again, we must make our way to Tentacle Castle and assure its revival. Where are they coming from? Where are they? Over here. All right. The light, mine eyes burn. Take thy light away, it's not needed here. This half of the world is mine. All mine. A fine display, Nia. I never supposed thou wert capable of such fine deed of arms. But why look'st thou so solemn? Such gravitas does not suit this happy occasion, nor thy face, for that matter. What? Thou didst hear a fearful voice from afar. There was nothing of the sort, I assure thee. Mayhap your mind is merely overstrained from the battle. After all, thou art the builder, not a warrior. Forgive me for asking so much of thee. And yet it seems thou hast been granted suitable reward for thine endeavors. This is a teleportal, is it not? On the morrow, I will bid you journey through that teleportal and seek out the ruins of Tentacle Castle. But as for today, thy work is done. My shack is but a meager place riddled with holes, but if you can repair them, it is yours to rest in. A thousand thanks, Nia. Thou hast delivered me from the monsters. Pardon? Thou didst hear a strange voice drifting upon the wind? Cannot claim to have heard the same. If I had heard such a terrifying thing, I am certain I would remember it. Mayhap the day's exertions have frayed thy nerves somewhat. Why not rest for the moment? I am sure thou wilt feel much better come the morrow. Long have I awaited this moment. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant unto thee dominion over half this world. What sayest thou? Wilt thou rule beside me? Then let it be so. Yeah, and to signify the peace between us, wilt thou offer up thy weapon unto me? Ah, the great blade. Hadst thou but trusted thine arm, such a weapon might well have brought thee victory. It matters not. Thou shalt receive thy just reward. This world shall be cleft in twain, and its blackest pits and dankest recesses rendered unto thee. May the darkness engulf thee for all eternity. Ha ha ha! Yeah, my child, why do you stir so in your sleep? Do you dream of the past once again? These painful memories are not your own, but those of a long-forgotten warrior. They were not meant for your eyes. Do not let those visions distract you from a duty. You need to fulfill the role entrusted to you. That will be enough. Nia, do you remember what I told you when you first awoke from your slumber? You're not a hero. It is not for you to defeat the Dragon Lord. Good morrow, Nia. I see from thy spirited stretching that thou didst sleep well. The way thou didst toss and turn in the night, I feared thy sleep was but fitful. Full glad I am to see those fears were misplaced. Nia, my girl, I am a seer. I know what thou art, and where thy future lieth. In her limited wisdom, Almighty Rubus hath granted a sacred duty unto thee, and here, in this unhallowed land of Tantegel, is where thy role as builder will be fulfilled. Nia, thine adventure is nearly at an end. Thou must needs persevere only a little bit longer. Speaking of which, 'tis time that thou didst put that blue teleportal to the test. I bid thee search out the ruins of Tantegel Castle, whence the king of all Alefgard once reigned. Restore the lights to their cursed place, and see to its reconstruction. The holy water thou didst create will be of much use to thee in this. Scatter about thyself, and breathe life back into the ashen landscape. No doubt the fruits of purification process will provide thee with much needed materials for thy building effort. And shouldst thou ever want for succor, return to me. The princess and I will remain here and wait word of thy success. Let me save in slot 1. All right. Let's put the Navi globe here so we can find our way back. Why can't I enter? What? Do I need to talk to the princess first? Good morrow to thee, Nia. By the moans and groans I gather thy dreams were trouble. Never before have I heard of such pitiful cries. Surely thou cannot feel rested of such a restless night. Come to me, Nia. A little closer. Nia's HP are completely restored. I know not how to soothe thy tormented soul, but thy body is another matter. If ever thou requirest mine assistance, I stand ready. In the meanwhile, wilt thou be travelling through the teleportal thou didst win in the previous battle? If fortune smileth upon thee, it may lead to my former home. Tantegel Castle now lieth in ruins, but mayhap thou mightst find some clue there as to how its revival can be achieved. If ever the light is to return to the place, the banner of hope must be recovered. 'Tis the rallying flag of our people, the proof that we humans once took arms against the Dragon Lord's armies and can do so again. If thou shouldst plant it in the heart of the castle ruins, the goddess would surely grant the place her heavenly protection. I shall remain here and pray that benevolent Rubus ensures thy safekeeping. Alright. Tantegel Moor, the heart of the darkness. Near, my child. At long last, you have arrived at your destination. The darkness that shrouds this land keeps me from bestowing my blessing upon it, but thanks to the princess's prayers, I can see you clearly once more. You stand in the very heart of Tentacle, the place you were ever destined to make your final stand. This land was once home to the capital city of all Alefgard. It was a joyous place, filled with laughter and merriment. But because of a single warrior's betrayal, it fell to the Dragon Lord's curse, and was reduced to this wasteland of death and destruction. Go, my child, head forth into the waste and seek out the ruins of Tentacle Castle. Recover the missing Banner of Hope and bring the light back to Tentacle. And as you go, know that I do watch over you, always. God damn it. I have a very limited inventory. So... I just have to place all of the stuff that I don't need right now. Alright. Let's put the Navi globe down, by the way, here, so that we find our way back to where we need to be. We don't have much, by the way, but at least we can get a few branches off of it too, and medicinal herbs. We can pick these up later down the line if we need. For now, it's way more important that we get as many materials as we need. Was this the ruin of the castle? There's chests here. The Banner of Hope is missing. Quickly. Let's patch those holes in real quick. To make a room out of this. And so we have somewhere to sleep. The world map. Interesting. So yeah, this is definitely where the castle was. Let's read. The book is titled A Passage to Tentacle, Volume 6. At long last I have arrived in Tentacle Castle. Often I dream of this moment during my grueling journey from Cantlin. And yet my dream is becoming a nightmare. The rumors were true. There is naught left in this place but darkness and death. Of the bright and bustling city of Tentacle, once the jewel of all Alefgard, nary a trace remaineth. However, there is one man who dwelleth here still, he on whose shoulders the hopes of the people of all of Alefgard rested. The hero whose fateful shrug ushered this land to its doom. But what use have I of this information? I have not the strength to continue mine adventures any longer. I have reached my destination, and here my journey must needs end. If thou who readest these pages didst follow my journey here from Cantlin, I say this to thee. If thou didst take some comfort or understanding from my words, then mine arduous journey was not in vain. For that, thou hast my thanks. Finally, I would offer thee a word of advice. If ever the light is to return to this land of darkness, the banner of hope that was stolen by the monsters must need to be recovered. The fiends have it locked away in their newly built fortress to the south of these ruins. Their numbers are formidable and their defense is strong. To have any hope of success, thou must needs to be prepared for a battle like never before. O brave adventurer, thou who dost follow in my footsteps, restore Tantegel to the light and let Alefgard rise again. Sir Reginald Augustus Grains, Cantlin Brigade of Guards. Alright, let's see. What can we make? We can make a fishing wharf. We can make a whole bunch of stuff, actually. Window, red carpet, fancy carpet, king-sized beds. Ooh. There's a whole lot of stuff we can make. I'm taking the oaken club first. We need more broken branches for the giant mallets, which we should get. Okay, but first off, we need to make a stand in here. We need all sorts of stuff. Okay. All right. I am going to put the Diviner's altar up here, even though that's up there. Up there is the throne room, but this is going to be, as you might notice, this is where we will rebuild the castle from ground up. Let's make as much holy water as we can, actually. We definitely need it. I also need these branches alive. I'm going to make as much holy water as possible. And purify as much as possible. Bring hope back to the people. That already looks a lot better. I want to have greenery around my base, you know? There we go. With this in hand, there's already treasure chest here, which is good, because we can put like stuff away that we don't need right now. We should probably not put away the healing cream, but you know, some materials that we don't need right now. All right. with what we have right now, we should be able to make a giant mallet. There we go. So let's equip the oaken club and the giant mallet. With the giant mallet in hand, we should be able to gather stones to make at least a stone sword. Alright. Cook fire, broken branch cord. Alright. Cook fire, castle wall, iron ingots. Yeah, we don't have anything for that. And furnace. What do we need for the cloves? Wayfarer's cloves. Plain cloves. Leather shields. Should be possible. I have enough holy water with me too. It's night. At least we have a bed here. So yeah, next time I'm going to definitely continue here where we left off. I don't think we'll be able to make at least as much as I think I need. And we're definitely not storming the monster stronghold yet to get the Banner of Hope back. That's something that we do next time. Alright. Come to me, you monsters. And we get a clump of fur. And a leather sack. And whatever this is. Blue goo. I should probably heal. And so we can actually... Where's the holy water? Here it is. Gather wood. We just need to purify all of these trees. Nice one. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's craft some things. Leather shields. For the leather shield we need wood. There we go. Now we can definitely make the leather shields. Alright. The problem is we need a little bit of ivy. You know? What is this red block? Bloodstone. It's a message written on the signpost. The Dragonlet's curse sealed away all the good stuff from the underground and trapped it in these big floaty balls. If the humans can't find a way to undo the curse, they'll never be able to build this place back up again. But don't give up, humans. We know you can do it. Lots of love from your Hammerhood friends. Interesting. The problem is if I purify this, there's not suddenly going to be ivy around. There's coal. I mean, you can get lumps of coal out of this. But if we ever want to do... If we ever want to get cords, we need ivy. And it's not just hanging around here somewhere, I guess. There's definitely coal deposits here. Alright. There's mushrooms here too. Should probably go back for now. But yeah, and I should probably end the stream for today. Because I definitely need to cook and do other stuff today, but yeah. Next time we're going to gather a whole bunch of items and we're going to make progress. Maybe we can even get iron. If we can get coal, we probably can get iron and make a whole lot of stuff out of it. But yeah, I want to put things away. I can put the world map away. We don't need that right now. But yeah, there's whole tons of crafting materials that we can get. Okay, let's save. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I had a lot of fun, and this is definitely like the peak of the franchise in terms of storytelling, in my opinion. Well, not the franchise, because I don't know the franchise very well. Like, I don't know a lot of the franchise, so there might be a better peak in storytelling. But it's really good. It's really, really good. But yeah. Tomorrow I cannot promise a stream. I might do a Yoshi's Story early morning stream tomorrow if I can. But I can promise you free streams for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those 3 days we're going to definitely stream, all 3 days. So yeah, I thank you all so much for watching today's stream. I had a lot of fun, and we're going to continue this relatively soon, especially now that we are on the last legs of the story. I really want to continue. I feel like we need one more stream, then we can build up the castle. I'm going to make an effort to build up the castle, and then we go for story. I like build up the castle outside of stream, like I've been doing with all of the other towns, you know. And then I'm going to continue with the story. So yeah, one more stream, then building up the castle, then maybe 1 or 2 more streams, and we should be finished. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, I would really appreciate like and subscribe as usual. And if you're following this on Twitch, please leave a follow. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Trilightning out.